Test, test, one, two, three. Test, test, one. Okay, the little shit works. Yeah, I started streaming a tad bit ago. It didn't go as planned. I had to delete that stream and start over again. But no problem because now I can hopefully nothing would really interrupt this stream and we can actually go on our day and do fantastic stuff. So you might notice something odd on the screen. It's I'm attempting to fix the situation that's going on in Egypt right now because Egypt has been a really thorn in my side. So Egypt under Amr Musa was a serious pain in the ass for me. From invading to Sudan to having a civil war of its own. It's really been a fuck fest, and it's one that I want to be dealt with. So while we prepare to fight the Gulf monarchies, I'm fixing this mess. I tried first when Libya was fighting, then figured since I can't make peace, nobody can. But lo and behold, Libya made a Ba'athist Egypt. So now I had Egypt go fight Sudan and then teleported a tank division all the way over here, porting just to close it down so I don't accidentally do it again. Port. No, stop it. I want teleporting to fucking stop. Oh my god. The game is laggy because of this electricity, Wi-Fi shit that happens. It's frequent. It's bothering me. It makes the game lag. It makes the game slow. Makes my progression slow. Therefore, I am striving, seriously striving, to actually end the series right here today tonight because I'm done. I don't want to play Hearts of Iron 4 anymore. Honestly, like I don't want to play this anymore. I just want it over. I just want it over. For fuck's sake. Some streams are cursed. I've known that from experience. Some streams will never work out the way we want them to. Teleporting. Please. It's teleport. Yes, okay. Wow, Diplo. Alright, I removed these. Now we just wait for the peace conference to be held, and Sudan can do this. We started our diplomatic path. Now we're going to recognize both Syria and Egypt. Of course, these two countries are countries that we interfered in heavily. And not forget the shit show that was Syria last stream. Or the shit show that Egypt has been for like this entire series. But no problem, we're going to overcome all of these hardships as soon as the fucking game stops bullshitting me and the timer stops fucking moving. I'm really, you know, when I get stressed, I start feeling pain above my kidneys and in my back area. Yeah, I'm feeling this pain right now. Sometimes it runs smoothly, sometimes it runs like shit. All that because I live in a shitty fucking country. There's no 24/7 electricity and bad fucking internet connection. The very the potato for a fucking laptop. I mean, hell. Okay, okay, worse. Could be a worse laptop. But like, come on. It's a very fucking simple mod I'm playing. I'm playing Red World. Fucking Red World. So give me a break, man. I just need it. And I'm giving myself 100 days to prepare, just to get to remove the debuffs from this guy, and it's not responding. Fantastic. Somebody please say something in the chat so I don't feel fucking alone in this. I hate talking to myself. Do not enjoy this. Just talking to myself, sitting here like a fucking idiot. Anyway, we changed out our two motorized divisions for two tank divisions, gave them to this guy, put them on the border with Oman, because why not? What else? What else am I supposed to be doing right now? I'm also training two more Republican Guard divisions to bolster this army. Once we start, I think once this fuckfest with Egypt is done, once these 100 days have passed when it comes to my army, and they are all at least trained or regular, I'm going to make a step forward and I'm going to just autocomplete all the focuses I need to autocomplete. If the game allows me to fucking play it first, and then I'm going to fight against the Arab monarchies and finish it off with a full-on attack on Iraq. Last bastion of reactionary sentiments in the Arab world. Maybe even, I might just even attack. Okay, I need to bring my medium tanks all the way up. I need a lot of medium tanks. Let's put this here. No, for fuck's sake. So not the fucking. This game is gonna cause my blood pressure to rise. I do not want my blood pressure to rise. I do not want my blood pressure to rise. One of these days, I'm going to break up once again on stream, and it's going to be very ugly to watch. One of these days, I'm just going to start crying out of frustration, and it's going to be a very ugly sight. I do need a hell of a lot of stuff. Uh, and I also got some planes from Egypt. I don't want to develop more trains, more planes. I just want to use these. Oh my god, oh my god, I hate. Whenever you see me saying, oh my god, fuck this shit, it's because this game is not responding and it's lagging. Creating a spy agency and calling it the Arab Vanguard in memory of the Nasserist Arab Vanguard. It wasn't really a spy agency, but Gaddafi just pull your fucking troops off of me, man. Can we get this peace deal going on quickly? I just want to end this, please. I don't think I'm going to finish before these guys are regulars. I'm just going to throw everything I got at this and hope for the best. When can I start deploying them? And yeah, I made most of these elite forces. I'm probably playing the game wrong, but I kinda do not really care. Because, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, the fucking game is not worth. There'll be music, there'll be music. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to try and puppet them, if I'm allowed. Can I puppet? I am unable to puppet them. So I'm going to give this. Shut the fuck up. I love you guys, but shut the fuck up. The last thing I need is you just screaming in my ear. I love you, birdies. But you can be so fucking annoying, I swear to God. Just gonna give this all to Sudan and let them figure that shit out. They can go puppet it, they can do whatever they want with it. Oh no, you gotta be shitting. Oh my god, why? Why? Why do I fucking bother? Oh my god, why? Just why? Why? Why do I bother? Why do I bother? Why do I bother do anything? Why do I bother do anything? Really? Seriously? Went through all of this, just for nothing? Just for fucking nothing. Went through all of this fucking trouble. Just for what? For a white piece? It's the fucking Ba'ath party in charge in here. Either way, I'm going to recognize them. I have no problem. I'm just going to get all of these guys in my faction anyway, so not a problem. All of these guys aren't going to be in my faction. What about the Comoro Islands? Who the fuck runs them? Because they're still part of the Arab world, last I checked. Oh, and these guys are corporatist Leninists, it seems. Right. Um, I'll get them in as well. Why the fuck not? I'm just going to wait until some preparations are done. Oh my god, just keep on making these. Thank you. I'm going to play music to pass the time. This music is annoying me. So the Ba'ath Party rules in fucking Egypt. Who would have thought? This is the unimaginable happening. So, no, nothing's building me my tanks. Need tanks. Reveal top list. It's not that. My neck just cracked it. So just going to try and chillax a little bit as the game picks up speed. You know what? I'm going to guarantee their independence. I'm going to guarantee the independence of Egypt and of Syria. I think bringing Egypt under the fold is the way to go. So I'm just going to guarantee their independence and hope they don't go into any fucking stupid war. I'm going to also guarantee the independence of Syria. Think that way, I just say, you know what? It doesn't matter who runs the show. We're all Arabs at the end of the day, so totally forgot that if Jordan gets in on the fun, and by the way, the flag should be removing the Hashemite star from the flag of Jordan. Yeah, then the Saudis will be forced to fight on two fronts. Not to forget this front over here, which will be an extension once we take out Oman. Of course, we're digging over here in our positions. These guys do not need to train. These guys need the training. And now we wait. Wait just a little bit. Nothing really is happening in Europe. I don't think anything will happen, really. Yeah, these guys should have taken Damascus as their capital. I really hate the civil wars in this game. I forgot how I hated them. Right, so are we done? I want to finish creating. Shut up, thank you. I want an agent at every doorstep. I want an agent in Qatar. I want one in Riyadh, or I want them in Baghdad. I don't know, I'm just going to start playing 007. James Bond shit. How's our buildings coming along? Not bad. I'm not going to worry about research anymore all that much. I just want to finish the game. That's really what's on my mind. Well, with these guys over here, these these guys' army can just swoop in. I think I'm going to take Dhofar for myself, and Najran, Jizan, and Asir. Asir. I'm going to take these lands as mine, because these were actually Yemeni lands, stripped away from the Yemen by Saudi Arabia during the Yemeni-Saudi War of 1932, I believe. So just going to just drop these guys out of nowhere. I'm going to throw them into an army. Hope for the best. think 3 tanks can break through here and take Salalah. Not too sure about this. I think in 50 minutes I should have my army ready by 2 a.m. my time. My army should be ready to fight. And these guys fighting in Arabia would be very good. Yeah. Sending them out on fly mission. It seems that Sudan can help us out with the navy stuff. Pity I did not take the Egyptian navy when I had the chance. That would have been good. Alright, so the Arab vanguard has been established, possibly. Right, I just build it for the sake of LARPing. Not really going to use it. I don't think there's really a need for it anymore at this point. There's no real long game term or plans for me. So all of that, yeah, I kind of do not care about it. So I'm just here to LARP using these guys. So now we build and we prepare. These guys should be at least trainees, and I shouldn't have that much of a deficit when it comes to development. First we strike Oman, and then we see what we can do. We need a lot of equipment. Freakishly a lot of equipment. At the very least, I want to have my tanks ready for a fight. I need at least over a year. And about 3 fucking years to get this run ready. So now let's focus on military upgrades. I want to focus on the military. So let's see, what's the situation over here? The communists are freely taking ground. Drake's Republic is a power in the middle. And there's whatever the fuck this is. The American Reclamation Authority. What are these guys? Then you have the Republic of Montana. Who rules Montana? Yeah, these guys. Who rules the Great Lakes? These guys. And these two are still going at it. Yeah, the stupidest war to ever exist. Finish it up already, please. One of you please cancel the other. Let's draw up some plans. I think I'm just going to find and exploit empty or positions to attack from. Well, these guys can start by making a plan. The plan is fairly simple. Advance. Along this line. I am a great military strategist. I put my guys on one line and tell them go and fight. Now there's this focus, Nasserism in one country, and this path, even though it really gives puffs, it's really against Nasserism itself. So, um, the fall of the UAR did not mean the death of Middle Eastern leftism. Socialist forces of all stripes can still be found throughout the Arab world. While they might not necessarily share the final points of our ideology, what matters is that they are comrades, and comrades deserve nothing less than our critical support. Alright, let's go with this. We're going to go down this path, and then strike at reaction. Yeah, I don't know how I can do this shit, because I cannot put any country in here. But I'm going to just auto-complete it without any problem, so. And the Houthi get really the smallest of these ones. You can form your own alliance, just trade relations with Iraq. You can fight the communists, strike Oman, defeat Saudi Arabia, or just embargo them. Like, you know, the Houthi tree is really fun. Like, just, yeah, we came, we saw, we fucked shit up, and now everybody is happy. Saleh just has this needlessly large one about, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody, I'm the successor. Hello, Nestor, how are you? But then the Nasrists have this, you know, moderate path to go down. You really miss the shenanigans. After trying my best to get Egypt as to be my puppet, yeah, those kind of also unrelated. Just found a meme going down a wiki rabbit hole. Oh wow! I mean, yeah, we've all been there. Yeah, this Egypt is under Baathism. It's under Baathism because at one point it was a Libyan puppet. Do not ask how any of this makes sense. I was just trying to make them Nasserist. It's just not working. So now we're preparing our armies to fight for the unification of the Arab world. Just waiting for some forts to be built. Forts over here. I don't think I need that much. The Communist Party of Nicaragua and the Socialist Party of Nicaragua joined the CIA-backed right-wing coalition to topple the Sandinistas. I think those was in El Salvador, not in Nicaragua, or am I am I missing something? Because I know in El Salvador the old anti-communist death squads and the communists have joined forces. Huh. No, South America really gets weirder and weirder. Over here, there's no real dispute. Central America is mostly unified except for Guatemala. And they're all under the Sandinistas. I really wish we kept the green star flag. It was fun. Be that as it may, we are getting there. It's honestly annoying how slow the game is. If it was any faster, I'd have a much more fun time. In Central America or in South America or where exactly? Yeah, I heard, especially murders targeting women there. It's really fucking scary. You know, I really think, and of course, natives are getting the worst of it. Yeah, unfortunately, it really sucks. You know, I really don't think that the Free Princess movement should be the guys in here. Because, historically speaking, the Free Princess movement was kind of purged by Abdel Nasser. The true Nasserist threat to the rule of Saudi Arabia came actually from around here. Where's Ha'il? The city of Ha'il, where is it? It should be around here. Ha'il. Anyway, it should be around here somewhere. In the north. Nasser as-Sa'id who used to be the descendant of a very wealthy family of Arab sheikh of Arab sheikh shuyukh in this region over here. Once the Saudis came in, they pretty much pulled the rug from under his family's feet, and they became poor. This guy went on to be, one of the local leaders of his community and an organizer of OPEC worker strikes. And there were fear that if he remained in Saudi Arabia, he'd cause an uprising in his region. So he went on the run from one country to another. Basically, he set up camp in Cairo, and he never stopped criticizing the Saudi monarchy, writing many books about them and their crimes. And even when Egypt went on a détente with Saudi Arabia, he did not stop his campaign against the Saudi monarchy. And even when he was threatened by government after government in the Arab world, he fled from country to country and kept attacking and criticizing the Riyadh government. Until one day in Beirut in the 70s, he disappeared from the face of existence, presumably tortured by the Saudi intelligence after being tricked into thinking he's meeting European reporters, and then his body was dumped from an airplane onto the Lebanese shore. That's the story. I was actually very fucking surprised not to see his name in the Arab Vanguard book, because I was pretty sure I'd find him. He was prime example to be in the Arab Vanguard, but he wasn't there. So that is interesting, really. Nasserist is one of these really very interesting characters in the Arab world. And I actually, in the now defunct mod Scorched Banners, I wanted him to come back with the Free Princes and all sorts of communists and socialists in the and set up camp in the north and start a popular uprising. At the same time, basically everybody and their mother pick up arms against the monarchy in Saudi Arabia. Have you considered playing Victoria 2? It runs better when the mods are pretty good. Yeah, no, I tried Victoria 2. It really fucking frustrates me. I really couldn't get through the tutorial. It takes too much time. I mean, how can you stop criticizing the Saudi monarchy? They are so easy to criticize. Disappearing without a trace is a dissident's medal of honor. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. The interesting thing about the Arab Vanguard book, it talked about the Arab Vanguard branch in the Gulf, which compromised. Yeah, the only woman over here, and they're calling her a fucking recruit. She doesn't have a name. She's a natural orator, but problem is she has no name. Then you have Khalid ibn Ishaq, who has nothing whatsoever. I'm just going to recruit. Her name is Zero. I'm just going to call her. She's such a good agent. She doesn't even have a code name. Oh, we seriously need a linguist. In the fucking Arab world, we all speak the same fucking language, man. I'm just going to recruit this lady because it's just too funny not to recruit her. Like, okay, I'm just going to send her to criticize the monarchy in Riyadh. I'm just gonna do it for the shits and giggles. You know what? No. I'm going to send lady with no name to Baghdad, just to fuck with Saddam. Name redacted. Now, interesting thing about the Arab Vanguard book, it mentioned the Gulf branch, which had Oman, the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, I believe, and Kuwait. It had zero mention of Saudi Arabia. Now, there's two possibilities for this. Possibility number one. Okay, three possibilities. And by the way, the book didn't really talk a whole of a lot about the Gulf branch. Like, it had a lot to talk about it than the branch of fucking Mauritania. Sorry. Or the branch in Sudan, even though there's more information about them. But some of the information was remained classified in fear of persecution of former members of the Vanguard who still work in high positions in the Gulf countries. But they did not mention Saudi Arabia. And I have three theories for this. Theory number one, there was no branch in Saudi Arabia, which I highly fucking doubt. I highly fucking doubt. Nasser al-Said, without even the Arab Vanguard being a thing, had organized worker strikes in Saudi Arabia, and there was fear of a popular uprising, and in Saudi Arabia there was the Free Princes movement. So he already had, something going on in Saudi Arabia. So now my second theory is that the book did not talk about them because of lack of information. By the time the book that was made about the Arab Vanguard from the Center of Arab Unity Studies, the thing is, many of its founders were dead or dying. A lot of the documents were withering away. So the guy had to fucking run from place to place around the Arab world just to get final testaments of people that have one foot in the grave. And to get, documents before they rot away, documents that were kept hidden for years. One guy really gave him the documents through his will. Nobody knew the documents existed except his wife until he wrote it in his will to give the researcher the documents. So maybe there were no more documents to talk about what went on in Saudi Arabia. I mean, in Yemen, both north and south, there were mass purges against members of the Arab Vanguard for being Nasser's supporters. Not even because they're part of the Vanguard, just part of Nasser's organizations. So now, what was the issue? I think, honestly, the third theory is that there was, in fact, a branch in Saudi Arabia. However, because of the nature of the Saudi regime, no information was given through the book at all to protect anybody living in Saudi Arabia who formerly was part of the Arab Vanguard. Interesting something also, on YouTube, I found this interesting Saudi channel that really disses the monarchy. Because I was researching Nasser al-Said to look at the documentaries about him, and this guy was, talking about the life of Nasser al-Said in a general manner, things you read on the Arab Wikipedia, but he said something like, a lot of people think of us Saudis as, traitors and sellouts, but no, not all of us are licking the boot of the government and the monarch. Some of us are, patriotic about the Arab cause and want to fight for the Arab liberation, such as Nasser al-Said, and he talks about it, and I'm like, holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. I hope this guy is still alive and not persecuted, But I really respect that. I really respect taking that stance. It was a really ballsy move of. Right, so in 25 days. Right, I think in 20 minutes, the wars should begin. In 20 minutes. Did Maoism take off in any Arab states? Well, I mean, there were some Maoist groups in Lebanon, maybe, because at the time there were a lot of socialist activity in Beirut. At one point, Amman was known as the Hanoi of the Arabs, but after Black September, Beirut became known as Hanoi of the Arabs. But anyway, there was the Democratic Front for the Liberation of Palestine, which was a split from the PFLP. They were Maoists. Actual Maoist movements in the Middle East, I'm not really sure. I don't think Maoism really took off in the Middle East. I think the three main revolution or the three main revolutionary currents in the Middle East or in the Arab world, I believe, would be Nasserism, Nasserism. Okay, this will not work. Nasserism in Yemen, Baathism in fucking Syria and fucking Egypt. If I'm going to point at third world countries right now, but you had Nasserism, Baathism, and the Arab National Movement, which was basically communist. It started off as supportive of Abdel Nasser, and then eventually became communist. So you had communism with Arab Marxism, Nasserism, and Baathism. These were the three strong currents of the Arab world. The Arab world, when it comes to socialism, commies, Baathists, and Nasserists. But of course, people supportive of Libya and the Jamahiriya system, and there were of course people who were supportive of either Syrian Ba'ath or the Iraqi Ba'ath, the whole shebang. But Maoism, I'm not too sure about that. I heard many Maoists later joined Islamist groups in Palestine, like Hamas and the Islamic Jihad. So there's that. So that's my limited knowledge about Maoism in the Middle East, or in the Arab world generally. I think Abdel Nasser would have been disappointed in Gaddafi because after Gaddafi took over power and these guys are declaring war on Montana. Who declared war on Montana? Not these guys. The Commonwealth declared war. But here's the $1 million question. Oh my God! Come on! Okay, okay. What just happened? How the fuck are you going to reach Montana? How John Holder? How the fuck are you going to reach Montana? Now, that's another reason to not join these guys is faction through the tree. Because it makes no sense. Okay, it actually makes no sense for either the Nasrists in Yemen or the UAR to go for these guys. Okay. And we bypass recognizes the PDRY because we already own it. President meets with socialist party leaders today in an effort to increase cooperation and understanding amongst the various socialist groups within the Middle East. President Mekhlafi opened opened Sana'a to the various socialist leaders of our region, with representatives as far as Baghdad arriving in our capital. The meeting began with the president thanking all those who could attend, congratulating them for all their hard work and dedication to the socialist cause. Soon after, the various leaders in turn thanked the president for his own hard work, specifically the removal of President Saleh from his position. As the day progressed, the president agreed to aid the various socialist parties in their attempts to overthrow their own despotic leaders, but was forced to admit that the Yemeni government could only offer financial aid for those in attendance to ensure the increase of their activities in their respective countries. Furthermore, the president also offered individual advice to each party for their own country, recognizing the vast differences in the political structures of Iraq compared to Oman. With his comrades invigorated by his speeches and promise of financial aid, the socialist leaders of Arabia have now returned to their own nations ready to rally the people to their cause. In time, the red flag should rise across all of Arabia. Right on. So we can now do Nasserism in one country, which is a very bullshit position to do. So instead, excuse me, um, I'm going to invite APC investors. The American People Commonwealth, which rose out of the northeastern United States in the years following its collapse, is a global leader of scientific and technological development. With a fucking stupid leader, if we invite some investors from their world-famous technology council, we can use their funding to kickstart our own technology sector. Yeah, that would be nice. So here we have it. Our tanks are trained. How's our buildings going? Both our production and the construction. Let's check that out. Well, I don't have 1,356 days to fill all the requirements over here. I don't think we have anything to fear really, um, because we're going to have allies, a lot of allies. We're going to make sure of it. Now this guy is Muhammad Nasserist. Fun. And this guy soon will lose this stat. Alright, so I think I'm almost ready. Once one of these is complete, I'm just going to build one land fort over here. Oh shit. Alright, once we finish building this land fort, we're going to go fucking fast and start the war. Come on, this is frustrating me, come on. How slow this game is. It's really sad, you know, how Hoi 4 is treating me. I used to love this game when I was fucking 14. I was 13 at the time, yes, I was 13, I believe. I think. When I first played it. No, I was 14 at the time. I'm sure of it, I was 14. And the game is lagging.